Hello everyone. The next topic which we are going to study is environmental issues. There are total five issues. First one is the greenhouse effect. Second one is the climate change. Third one is the global warming. Fourth one is the acid rain, and fifth one is the ozone depletion. So let's study what greenhouse effect is. Now before studying greenhouse effect, in the previous lecture I have already explained you all what an atmosphere is. It is like an envelope or a covering of gaseous layer which is surrounded by the earth, and this atmosphere, it plays very important role in the existence of life on the earth, because this atmosphere, it provides us warmth, and due to this heat, life sustains on earth. Okay, even scientists have long proven that the presence of atmosphere in the earth keeps the surface of the planet warmer. If this atmosphere was not present, then the temperature of the earth will be minus 18 degrees Celsius. Basically, it will means what? That no life will sustain on the earth. No plants, no animals, no living things can sustain on earth. So you can say, if we are not having atmosphere, then we will be having certain disadvantage or drawbacks. No life will be available on the planet earth. So let's see what is greenhouse effect is. Greenhouse effect is a natural process which helps to provide warmth to the earth. Now, this process has been causing adverse effects due to the carelessness of the human nature. So today I will be showing you in this slide what is a natural greenhouse effect and what is a human enhanced greenhouse effect. Now, when you notice this procedure over here, I have already mentioned in the previous lecture that the blue shiny covering is the atmosphere, okay, which is surrounded by the earth. Now above that exist the greenhouse gases. The names of the greenhouse gases are as follows: water vapor, carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, ozone, and CFCs, that is chlorofluorocarbons. Okay, now let's see how this natural greenhouse process works. Over here you can notice sun is passing the solar radiation. Now when sun radiates the solar radiations, this are uh, when it radiates, it is propagated on the earth and it is absorbed by the earth. What earth is doing? Earth is absorbing some of the radiations, and some radiation it is reflecting back to the space. Some of the radiations, again I am repeating, it is reflecting back to the space. When this some part of the radiation is reflected back to the space, this greenhouse gases, it again re-radiate those heat back to the earth, and it again re-radiate those heat to the earth, and earth is absorbing that, and the extra one, it is evaporating in the space. The extra one, what is happening? It is evaporating in the space. You will notice over here the process two times. What is happening? The radiations are being absorbed by the earth, and when these two times the radiations are absorbed, this helps the earth to keep it warm. The surface is helping the earth to keep warm. Now this was just a single layer. Okay, now over here this is the adverse effects which are created by the man. You can notice the layer is 4 times thicker as compared to the original layer. Now why it is thicker? Due to carelessness of human beings only. So since I told you that two times it is radiated back and absorbed in the earth surface of the earth, you can notice over here that how much amount of heat is being absorbed in the earth, redirected. Since once the solar radiations are absorbed, again it is redirected to the space, and this ozone layer is again penetrating those down back. So excess amount of heat is being absorbed, which is causing global warming. Over here more heat escape in the space, but over here less heat is being escaping. Why? Because of the adverse effect, because of the pollution. So enormous amount of heat is created. So this is the difference between natural greenhouse effect and man-made greenhouse effect. So these two things are totally different, and this human enhanced greenhouse effects is causing problem. Now why natural greenhouse effect is necessary? Because if this natural greenhouse effect, it didn't existed, I've already mentioned that the temperature will be 18 degrees Celsius. no survival will be possible. And one of the disadvantage which we are facing nowadays is what we have noticed, that ice cape and glaciers are melting, ocean water levels are rising, and due to the rising of the ocean water level, flood, tsunami is being caused, and all these disadvantages are causing a very bad effect to the environment and causing very bad effect to the nature, and everything is being spoiled. Okay, now over here you can notice these are the gases, natural gases of the greenhouse gases: carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, then chlorofluorocarbons. All these are very important gases which plays a very important role in the atmosphere of the earth. Now, in order to know why we are having this greenhouse effect, we should know that the production of all these gases, what are the causes that all these gases are being produced in excess amount. We should know the causes and the reasons, and we should have the solutions for that. So let's study what are these gases, from where they have been generating, why excess amount is being generated. So first one is the carbon dioxide. Now you all know that carbon dioxide is first and foremost thing, it is used for the natural process. Your living things, they inhale oxygen and they exhale carbon dioxide. This carbon dioxide is used by plants for the respiration. Okay, now this is a natural process, we leave this aside. The second reason is burning of the fossil fuels. Now, burning of the fossil fuel means what? Petrol, diesel, kerosene. When it is burned, when we are using it in the vehicle, it is burned, and the certain gases are released. When these gases are released, they are directly released in the Earth's atmosphere. They get and mix up in the Earth's atmosphere, and which causes the heat. So this is the main reason of the increase of carbon dioxide in the Earth's atmosphere. Now, to control this, what can be the solution? For controlling this, one of the solution can be to plant more and more trees. See, many environmental studies are being done, many surveys are being done, and awareness are being spread that plant more and more trees. We are not planting trees, in fact we are cutting down the trees for buildings, and all forests are being reduced. But trees plays a very pivotal role, so it is very important to plant tree in order to reduce the effect of global warming. The second one is methane gas. Methane gas means CH4. Now it is a natural gas, you all know. Now how this methane gas is generated means how it is generated excessively by human, that I am going to tell you all with example. First is production and the transport of coal. Okay, coal. When the coal is being produced, and the production of coal and production of natural gases, production of oil, and transportation of this causes the production of methane. The second is decaying of the organic waste on land. Decaying means when the soil or organic waste are left on the land for several days, it leads in the production of methane. Now we cannot make changes to this, but the solution will be, we can make it use in the effective manure management. Means we should collect this, and it is used for manure products, so that a utilization is done, and the excess amount of methane gas will not be created. The third one is the nitrous oxide gas. Now the nitrous oxide gas is also called as a laughing gas. How this gas is created? One is the laughing gas, second one is the this gas is created by making use of synthetic fertilizers, and also when fossil fuels are being generated or for solid waste are being created, combustion of fossil fuel and generation of these fuels, they lead to the creation of nitrous oxide. Now again, same solution is provided for this, that is manure management strategies. Managing the manure properly will lead to the reduction in creation of this gas. The last and the foremost one, important one, is the chlorofluorocarbons, that is CFC. This is the layer which is responsible for the creation of ozone holes. CFCs are responsible for creation of the ozone holes in the environment. Why? Because it is directly reacted in the upper atmosphere, due to which the holes are created. Now, the chlorofluorocarbons are generated from air conditions, refrigerators, fire extinguishers, all these things, and there are many more examples. It leads to the creation of chlorofluorocarbons. When these chlorofluorocarbons are created in excess amount, what is happening? They directly react in the upper layer of the atmosphere. I have already explained you all the stratosphere layer. I have already explained that layer is responsible for creating the ozone. That is a very thin layer. When excess amount is created of the CFCs, they generate holes in that layer. When holes are generated, then UV rays, harmful UV rays, can pass from that, and this harmful UV rays can cause excess amount of cancer patients, and also spoiling of the crops. So it is very important that we should take care of all the natural gases. We should take care of our activity, so that we are not creating all these gases in excess. And due to this only, what is happening, excess heat is generated during humidity, or during summer season we are feeling excessive heat, and these are the drawbacks which are being created by the man itself.